Hello. I just want to give it a little bit of time because this is a surprise pop-up. And I figured, what the hell? Let's give you all a chance to get here. It is Saturday morning. This is for people that live not really in the United States, though it's for everybody. But I figure the people that live in the US can catch this at a more appropriate hour. But I have people from Australia, from the UK. So let's give it a minute and see who's here this morning. Good morning. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. Good day, sunshine. To walk. Happy Sunday. It's not Sunday. It's Saturday in the park. Think it was the 4th of July. Good morning. How are you, Lulu Busby? What are you doing awake? Did you want to do a live stream? Because I was really going to do it on the other channel, but we could do it whenever you want. How you doing, Happy Quails LC? Hello. I'm in New York too, I'm in New York too. So I just want to give it a little bit of a chance. Well, I didn't expect anybody from, the West Coast to be here. Yeah, I guess not, huh? So that's okay. Well, I ain't gonna beat you up for it because I wake up at 4 a.m. Haley Lawing, how you doing? Gypsy Rose blows. Camp DTS. I'm sorry. I grew up in Northwestchester. Well, I'm in the Hudson Valley area. Happy Quails. Boy, do I have a bone to pick with you. I checked out Becca Scoops. I'm addicted now. Well, I'll take that as a thank you very much because I'm addicted to Becca Scoops too. Utah. Gypsy Rose Blows is from Utah. It's a beautiful state. I was just watching. I watch a lot of travel channels, and Utah is beautiful. I shouldn't be here. Okay, now I understand. I get it. Hey, listen, that's a good mom. Gutter Snipe, where you been? How have you been? What's going on? I haven't seen you in a minute. Guys, I just want to give it just a second, if you wouldn't mind. Go grab some coffee, whatever you want. I mean, I don't know. Just give it once, because this is a surprise. Let's give it to 7:45. Do you mind? I hate the long intros and stuff, but this was a surprise pop-up. I heard that Morbid did a one last night. Hey Boudica, how are you? How you doing? Really, I don't see really anybody from the UK, do I? Boudica, where are you from? Hey Debbie, how are you? Sassy, how are you? Good morning. Anybody from the UK? Okay, so Debbie's in Oz. Living in Oz. I love Rick Springfield, just so you know. I'm going to show my face in a minute here. I'm just trying to get some stuff together. And because I live in such a small space, I can talk to you and do stuff, but I don't want to kind of walk away from the camera because that looks rude. You know what I mean? I was first on your last video. I've been unwell, but I'm coming back. I'm glad, Gutter Snipe. For those that don't know, we'll be celebrating a Friendsgiving over on Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. Listen, guys, I want to tell you something. If you guys aren't subscribed to that channel and want to partake in the Thanksgiving and get on open panel and comment and stuff, you need to subscribe to that channel because that channel has you need to subscribe to it because otherwise you can watch it but you can't comment. I just want to tell you that. And for those of you that want to subscribe now and can't because it is too late for you, please reach out to me at toddy1skip@gmail.com and I will make it possible for you. All right, so guys, yeah, we're gonna give it 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna turn the camera on and show my hair. You notice how I say my hair? Because that's what you're here for, the hair. What's Toddy's hair look like? I'm surprised nobody came up with Instagram, Toddy's hair. A lot of people talk about it. A lot of people talk about my hair. Give me a head with hair. Long, beautiful hair. Running, running, running with your hair. Hair, mama. Hair, daddy. All to do with my hair. Let's turn the light on. Greetings from Hollywood, California. Dear Jane, don't let me down. What are you guys doing up so early? I love my hair, man. I mean, it has to look good on me. It's all I got. It's what I got. Listen, confidence, I'm smoking. Confidence is something that is something that reminds it's something that works for us if we work it in the right way. I think we all need confidence. Confidence is a good thing to have. Not cockiness, though I'm a little cocky, I know that. But confidence is very good. Cocky is good, I think, if you know how to use it and if it lands well. But confidence is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Okay. Let me show my face. Good morning. Good morning. I'm a night owl, honey. I am shocked that you guys are here so early in the morning because really I figured I would get people. I seriously thought that I would get people from the UK and stuff that have said, "Hey Toddy, why do you make your?" But I had nothing. I mean, I gave you guys no warning, no warning. So let's talk about it. Is Ryan Anderson butthurt? Yes, he is. He is now no longer. Look at the hair. Give me a head with hair. He is no longer apologizing for Gypsy. And I saw that in Rennell Smith's video. Guys, those of you that believe in the power of prayer, please pray for Rennell's mom, Rennell's family, Rennell. Because her mom was diagnosed, she wrote her mom was diagnosed with an illness. If you go to her posts, you'll see that. Um, and she's a really great person, and she's my friend, and she's so good. She's such a good person. So anybody that can do that, you know what I'm saying? That would be a good thing. If you don't believe in prayer, maybe send some good vibes over there. Anyway, and don't forget it's Thanksgiving, so let's do that. Let me work on my hair here. All right. So, I think that Rennell hit the nail on the head. I think that Ryan Anderson is butthurt. Hey, Rosie. Hey, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. That's a good thing. What the heck? Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's on her post. I know that some of us don't read the post. Hey, Toddy, may I have your email address? Of course. You have to go through my people to reach your people to get it. It's toddy1skip@gmail.com. So, no capitalization, all one thing. No spaces. And it's actually, hey Buff. Hey Buffy. Actually I mean it's in my description, I'm pretty sure, but it is toddy1skip@gmail.com. Anyway, so you know how Ryan always kind of says something and then he takes it back right away and says, I'm joking, and then I'll come on and make a big deal and make this apology, and I didn't mean this. He has been saying things that have been very critical and nasty about, and that's fine with me. Let's not say nasty, ugly about Gypsy or towards Gypsy. We know he's referring to Gypsy, and he knows that we know that. He gives us the assumption, hey, Susan from Wyoming, beautiful beautiful state. Oh, there we are from the UK. I told you guys. So, this is why I'm doing this, man. I'm doing it for you guys. At this time in the morning, I figured you guys will be awake. So, um, I think that he has really, you know, and I agree with Rennell. I think that what Ryan has seen is that Gypsy sees a future with Ken, which clearly she's showing the world or the small little world that we're a part of. There's people that don't know about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Go talk to somebody. See somebody that's not in part of this group, somebody out in the real world, and ask them, do you know anything about Gypsy Rose Blanchard? And a lot of people will tell you no. I mean, a lot of people will tell you no. I don't know what I did to my hand here. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I slept on it. Like, that's something, huh? Anyway, hey Rita. Hey Misbehaving. Um, let's see. Messina, how you doing? Miss Nina, I'm sorry. Miss Nina, how you doing? Um, so hopefully I mentioned everybody. Haley, yep, Carolyn. Yep. Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, so I think that Gypsy has made it clear that Ryan isn't part of her future, and she's showing everybody that's interested that she's committed to her and Ken and this Aurora. Baby, not baby. Guys, I just saw her with the baby, supposedly a baby, and those legs on that baby were thin, and that was just like yesterday. I think the kid was wearing like a red outfit or something. Maybe when she took the baby to the store to get the crafts. Look at how small the legs are, and look at how big the legs were of the baby that was kicking when she was bottle feeding. Remember that? And she was like, when the baby kicked, she was surprised about that. SB, how you doing? Melancholy and Glitter, how you doing? Jasmine Green, how are you? I don't have rheumatoid arthritis. I don't no, I don't have arthritis. And I don't have arthritis. I have some things going on, but arthritis isn't one of them. Hey Mama Hopper. Mama Hopper, how you doing? Good morning. But anyway, oh, let me put your stuff up here so that people don't think that I'm talking to myself. Cause I've been talking in my sleep. So I think that, he's coming to an end of his 15 minutes. I think that's scary for Ryan Anderson. You're welcome, Carolyn. Well, go ahead and ask me what it is. Misbehaving. Hey, Fox and Faye, Spike's girl. Yeah, Susan, did you watch? I didn't. Nope, I don't watch Trixie anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. Um. Anyway, so I think he's scared, and by rights, the guy should be scared because that's his only income now, and I get it. I get it. This is my only income now, but he's very aggressive, and he's a salesman, and that's okay. Pixie, 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 come, Pixie Pex, Pixie, come to daddy, come to put put the knife down, come to dad, Pixie, Pixie, show the people, show red, yes, blue, no. Yeah, I think those days are over, and then who am I gonna imitate? Or I'm gonna do that, and people are gonna look at me like I'm stupid. You know what I mean? Good morning, everybody. Aunt Edna, how you doing? I know you guys like that. It takes me a second to get there. I have to say it a few times before I get it. And usually I cut that part out of the videos. Maybe I should leave them in and do all of that shit as like a blooper reel. You know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that I cut out, we can use as a blooper reel. I didn't know he was live last night. Um, I'm up at 4 a.m. So I mean, had I have known, and nobody owes me anything. I mean, I do reach out to Morbid behind the scenes. We do communicate behind the scenes. Just, hey, how you doing? And that's it. That's all. But I didn't know, and I was exhausted. I was asleep by like 8:30. I want to say maybe 9. Yeah, I don't. The thing is Ryan, if you're listening to this, I really want you to hear this. I'm serious. So on my other channel, everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. I'm plugging that channel. You're damn right I am. I worked hard on that. Um I didn't know that. Yeah. You know, I appreciate Morbid. I've always appreciated that he's been fair. I think he's been fair. From what I've seen, he's been fair. You know, so and what's scary about being a content creator, can somebody remind me please where I left off before this? Being a content creator, I don't just talk about this, or Gypsy or Ryan, I talk about other things. And on my other channel, everybody has a story to tell. It's Toddy One Skip. I'm talking about the Whitakers, and the Whitakers have their own group of content creators. So that's another part of the community. And as I when I work over there, I honestly miss the people that helped me over here. And when I started with Scientology, there was a whole other group of content creators. And you guys could clearly see that I keep in touch because Mrs. J and I just did something about Scientology and what's going on with Aaron and all that bullshit. And that's on this channel, and that Scientology stuff and the cult stuff is something that I'm really passionate about. But each topic has its own community, more or less, and I have to tell you that Morbid, in my opinion, was A+ in this community. And people warned and said this and this and this about Morbid. He never treated me like that. I didn't see him treat anybody like that unjustly. When people would behave badly, he called them out on it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I didn't always agree with everything he said, but that's his content, and he has humor. His humor is generations younger than my humor. I used to laugh at that humor. Howard Stern, I used to, absolutely. So, I have nothing but good things to say about Morbid, Sir Morbid. Anyway, hey Bobby, how you doing? So, what was I talking about before that? Because it did have something to do with the other channel, and it was about the Thanksgiving. But I already talked about the Thanksgiving. Can somebody remind me where I was? Remember, I said this is why I have a problem reading the chat, but this is the only way I could get to know you guys and know what you're talking about. Okay, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. Oh, okay. Thank you, Misbehaving. If you go over okay, so the Whitaker family, I'm just gonna make it really short. The Whitaker family is an inbred family. I'm gonna go really fast too. The Whitaker family's an inbred family that is in West Virginia. And what happened was some content creators came in and they took advantage of this family, in my opinion, and the family is now split up and broken apart. One of those people that did that, I don't think he his intention was not to do that. The person that came in from another, excuse me, state, that's what his intention was, and he was the one that made everything happen. He put everything in motion. The other guy, um, he didn't really know about it. He had a broken leg and stuff, but he got a lot of hate. His name is Patrick. He got a lot of hate. Ryan, listen to this. There's somebody, if you could plug this, if somebody's friends with him, listen to this. I need you to go to that guy's Facebook page. Now, that man got a lot of hate, and now he's got a cooking channel on his Facebook and a music channel where he plays music and stuff on his Facebook. He has a platform, and he was able to pivot away from what brought him fame, or awareness of people to know who he is, what brought him that attention. How you doing, Carissa? Thank you so much. I was thinking about you. Because I lost the bracelet. You gave me a bracelet, right? Here we go. Rebecca Michelo in the chat, guys. Rebecca's got something that she's got going on that I need you to go check out her channel. She's got something going on. It's a post. Please check out her Facebook post at Can You Hear Me Now? Because there's something going on with the appeal of Chris Greger, but it's a 2-hour long interview or story with what is it? News Nation or Law and Crime. I'm sorry, I don't remember which one. Rebecca, you could write it in the chat and I'll plug it up here for you. Let everybody know. And also, if you could put your link on there, just write it down. I'll put it up there. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying to you is that Ryan Anderson can go ahead and pivot. Now, I've said what he would be good at. Like, he likes to gamble. So explain that if you're able to do that. I don't know what the rules are, but he can explain sports. He can explain sports to women. He can have a channel that explains sports to women, and he maybe could stream part of games so that women that get involved with men who like sports and know nothing about sports can have a good time with Ryan learning about it. This way they can share it. I mean, that's something Ryan can do. Pivot, man. Now's the time to pivot. What do you guys think of my idea for Ryan Anderson? I don't think he's going to get a job, and you know what? He deserves to make money off of him, no longer Gypsy, but she gave you an audience. That audience is disappearing, Ryan, because they're done with this shit already. So either you're going to tell the story about Gypsy or you're not. Pivot already. That's my thing. How lazy is it to sit here and talk about something that you absolutely love? He could be strengthening marriages. I think it's a great idea. He needs to do something new, and that's a passion. Yeah, God. Here we go, guys. Please check this out. Please. Oh, your wrench worked. Law and Crime, November 29th at 5 p.m. 2-hour documentary on Corey Treadmill Dad. There, thank you so much. You have your link for your what about your channel? Rebecca, you want to plug your channel over here? I hate to use the word plug. That's what it is. I said that I was plugging my own videos. But if he was, wouldn't it be nice that you guys could share that together? So you guys would love to listen. If he did that and you had no interest, you wouldn't be watching him, right? If he did something like that, okay. So go ahead and your channel, Rebecca. You're a mod. You should be able to put your channel here now. Well, he would need to talk to my friend Lulu here because she already did Surviving. Didn't you do Surviving Gypsy Rose? You did do Surviving Gypsy Rose, and that was in her mom's voice. If you guys haven't seen that video, you need to see that video. It's a video, it's AI, and I don't care for AI, but it's in the voice of Dee Dee, and I don't care for that stuff either. I'm honest with you. But it was made in such a way that you definitely can understand what Dee Dee was going through since we found some of those medical records. So please check that out. And that's at the mothership, Explores. And I did a video with her on this channel too. You could check that out. I think he was born with it. I don't know who you're talking about. I know Becca Scoop's channel. We know Becca's channel. Okay, so I'm gonna ask to not plug anything, and I have nothing against Becca Scoops. She's my friend, but I'm asking somebody that I work with here to plug their channel. So I'd appreciate it. Unless I ask you to plug something, please don't, you know. Um I exactly. I told you that, and this is it. So if you go to at Lou Busby, you'll see that channel, right? Or is it at Mothership Explorers? Um, all right. No worries, Rebecca. No worries. You put out there that the law and crime is gonna do it. So okay, that's cool. Law and crime, November 29th, guys. 5 p.m. That's 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm pretty sure, right? Um, and the only reason why I would ask that you don't plug or put this in here, and I'm gonna take it out. I just want to tell you that I'm gonna take this out, and I want to explain why. Please understand, messy sweets. It's not because I don't like. I guess you took it out. It's not because I don't like. I Rebe- Becca. Becca's my friend. But if I allow that to happen, then anybody could come in and put stuff in here, even somebody who I wouldn't support. So that's why. That's why. You know, that's why. Um Absolutely, it was great. Um isn't that great, misbehaving? It's absolutely. This is live. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you at 8:04 a.m.? It's live. Not AI, not with this hair. They can't get it right. They tried. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about that. And the other thing I wanted to talk was about the Canada trip, right? There is no Canada trip, the Alaskan trip. So it seems to me that there is no she changed that up, right? Clearly she changed that up because I think she got nailed, right? I mean, like, she can't unless she did the cruise round trip, you either have to get in Canada or you have to get out in Canada. I mean, that's the way I remember it. How you doing, Elizabeth? Um, so now they're gonna fly. Well, here's probably what happened. Gypsy was probably bitching, kvatching, as the Yiddish would say, that can't. I'm sorry, but we can't go. I thought Mike would do this for me, but he can't. It's out of his jurisdiction, and I can only stay in the United States. Either we're gonna go to Alaska or we're gonna go to Hawaii. We might be able to go to Puerto Rico. I'm not sure, but and anyway, so they looked at the dog and Parker, and they said, "We have a common bond. Let's put our arms together." And they saw their tattoo, and it was like, no brainer. Let's go mush in Alaska. And that's what happened. And they could just fly in there. Hey, Penelope, how you doing? They could just fly into Alaska, take a car or whatever, go to the destination that they're going to. So they're probably going to go to a hotel. And the hotel, you still can obviously, I don't know how many of you have gone on vacation and stuff like that, but there are excursions, there are packages obviously that you can buy for certain excursions, and they'll put you the hotel's inclusive, right? So it's like an all-inclusive thing, and that's probably what's going on with Gypsy, that she probably did something like that if she's smart. Otherwise, she fucking booked everything a la carte and she's paying out of her ass. The question is, where's she getting the money, considering she doesn't have a lot? And I don't care where the money's coming from, except for the fact I do, because it's coming from her mom. and what she did to her mom and what she did to Nick and what she has done. And it's a reward for bad behavior. And I do have a problem with that. I have a problem with that because crimes in the vein of gypsies are becoming more and more prevalent now because Gypsy only did 8.5 years. And some people think it's cool to come out and say, oh, yeah, I spent time in prison. Yeah, I spent some time in prison. I sure did. You know, I mean, so in 8.5 years, and what about a 17 or a 16-year-old? Because Gypsy was in that, um, she was on that like channel for the younger kids. And what is her fan base? Do you think her fan base is really people our age that know better? No, unless you are big in or well, the other one's not in our fan base either. So in their 30s, right? Come on, it's almost like being in your 20s now. If I'm going to claim that the 60s are like the 40s, the 30s are maybe men like the 20s, late teens. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. And if she's going to say this, listen, she don't want to go back. She don't want to go back. So, you know what I'm saying? But if this is the story that she says, then think of the people. Think of the people that are going to pay the price. I'm talking about parents because they're stupid kids or weaker minded people or people that easily influence weaker minded people and people that have some sort of bad seed in them. This it gives them hope to behave poorly and still get a reward at the end. Guys, look at the anybody listening to this that has the idea that that's a good idea, please go check out Amelia Bird because she's doing life. And her boyfriend too, right? So, guys, I don't know if he's doing life, is he? I don't know. He's the one that copped the deal. The point of the matter is, hey goon dude, how you doing? Um AG Tactical just did one of Sarah Boone. Uh Yeah, I know that there's some phone calls that have come out. I want to do some because I've done some Sarah Boone stuff on my channel. I have a playlist, just so you know. I don't know that prison was a cakewalk for her. I don't know that. I think she'll look back on it and say that, but who wants to go to prison? There's a lot of trauma bonding, and I believe that. And here's the thing about prison: it makes you a better prisoner if you don't, or it makes you a better crook, if a better manipulator, if if I'm sorry, I was reading something about Scotland. I thought you were talking about me, but I see you're talking about Gypsy Rose because you want me to come to Scotland, right? Because I want to go to Scotland. You think she's flexing? Not according to Night Combos, but what was I saying before then? Because I lost my train of thought. I've been doing that lately, but only because when I read the comments, but I feel bad when you guys write something. I don't want to miss it. You know what I'm saying? And Jamie's not here to like bring attention to something that might be important for me if I miss it. Hey Debbie, how you doing, Lewis? Louie. Whoa. To plan the death of someone is the lowest of the low. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. So if people believe that this is a crime at 16, 17 years old, at 16 years old, well, kids are just getting crazy. 15, 16 years old, imagine somebody doing that. They think they're going to be tried as a juvenile. Doesn't matter that they wouldn't be tried as a juvenile. They just think that they might. So the crime is already done, right? Somebody's already lost their life. That's what Gypsy's doing. And what I was talking about before was her being on that YouTube channel that had to do with kids or something. And Ken was like that. When you put all of that shit together, it just doesn't look good. If you take it all, it's kind of like Tom Cruise's face. If you take it all apart, it don't look too good. But you put it all together and it makes perfect sense. If I had to go to prison, I like to go to Chillicothe. Sounds like, listen, I got news for you, and that's another problem. That's another problem that that's it. Thank you. You're absolutely right. It's another problem, the prisons. And what's happened is the correctional officers, most of the time, I mean, what they are is glorified babysitters. Seriously. I mean, until something happens. And you never know when something's going to happen. So you always have to be aware, right? Unlike fishing, where you could put your pole down and sit back, though I've seen officers do that. Things pop off there, and they're planned things, but they come across the officer spontaneous. It's all of a sudden it's there, right? So right away they're at a disadvantage. So what they've done to keep the criminals busy is allow them time to kick back and spend time on a tablet all day. Apparently they can be on the phone all day, where before you had to wait in line to use the phone and you only had so much time to use the phone. Apparently not anymore. So I did a video on The Argument, my other channel, The Argument with Toddy One Skip, where one, I talk about prison reform with Amber from Into the Weeds podcast. Guys, shout out Military Broadcast Radio. And also with Phil, where there's a video of an inmate kind of dancing in a courtroom saying he's going back to prison because he's getting 3 hots and a cot and all that. And, so when things don't look that bad, somebody like Gypsy, right? And somebody who's having a problem at home, right? And then seeing what prison can look like and it doesn't look that bad. That's a perfect storm. And that's what we need to be careful about. That's a perfect storm. And that's what we need to be careful about. I need to dig into that. I kind of don't just want to scratch the surface on that, to be honest with you. I do want to dig into that. Give me 1 second, guys, because I want to write that down. I don't want to forget about that. Hang on. Hold on, John. John, hold on. It's going to be all. You're going to see the light. See? Hang on, guys. Just writing this down because I want to do a video on it. So that is something, isn't it, to discuss, to be honest with you. I'm back. Back in the USSR, but I'm not in the United States. Don't say it. I hear you guys. So who had to pay off people? Was getting $600 from her parents every month based on a live. She admitted Ken six. Wow. And there was somebody else that said she paid off people to leave her alone. Um, do you think she used all the money? I don't know. I didn't hear of anything like somebody getting paid off. I think people in prison felt sorry for Gypsy when she was there. She looked like a poor, helpless, lost kid who everyone thought was abused. Yeah, she'd take her teeth out of her mouth, I heard, to be honest with you. But she's saying she got this much money. So if she's paying for people, it was easy for her. Absolutely. If she's paying for people, it was easy for her. I thought prison was supposed to be a deterrent. Yep, it certainly is. It's not supposed to be something that is kind of like a country club or easier to live in than it is to live in the real world outside of it. And it's hard to live in the real world outside of it. Trust me, I know. I lost a lot of money when I lost my job. I know. I know how hard it is. It's absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. She would be called out for sure in Scotland. There you go. I have a question when it's a good time. Okay. Well, anybody that has questions, please put question marks in front of the um the question so I can see the question. You don't have to buy a super chat or anything like that. Um, so just put the questions there. I'm happy to answer. If I can, I will. Okay, so in one interview, she said she had yeah, she didn't have a drug problem because she went in and wasn't on anything. That has been proven. They gave her a drug test. She didn't have any drugs in her system. So how's that happen? She was alone for 3 days. I mean, she had only been away for 5 days at that point, right? So if she had a drug problem, she'd be jonesing. And we saw she wasn't doing that in the videos. It is disgusting that I lost my job. Looking for the question. Do they monitor their use of the tablets for stalking? I think that they monitor things, but I don't know. I don't know how involved. They didn't have that when I was there. You know, when I say I was there, I worked there. You guys know I wasn't incarcerated. Um, I hadn't been in trouble with anybody. I mean, so I just want to make that clear because it almost sounded like I was there staying. I don't want anybody to clip that, but they might. So when I worked there, is what I should have said. We didn't have tablets. They didn't have tablets. There wasn't. Um, yeah, the internet wasn't near as popular. I don't think there was YouTube. I mean, like we're talking. I worked there in 1994. I think started there in 1993, maybe. So anyway. I think I was still in my 20s when I started there, so 1993 would make me 30. I was there for a minute, man, so, yeah. Yeah, I know, but okay, here's a question. Have you ever seen a paraplegic No, of course not. Sitting crisscross applesauce. Absolutely, absolutely not. Someone might have been Foxy, just had a video of them talking about it. Um Oh, okay, okay. There was no drugs in her system. That's what I heard. Let me see. Wonder what she did with all the money she received then. Well, she's going to Alaska. I don't know what she did. I think her parents, I think her dad and her stepmom took some of that money, to be honest with you. I really do. Hey, a voice down under. Let's see. What's up with Gypsy City anyway? Because here in London, a person like Gypsy would have to change her identity and remain in protection. There would be no celebrity lifestyle for her. I don't think that there is celebrity lifestyle. I think it's in her head. She thinks she's famous, it's infamous, and we know that. But um everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. That's the channel. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. I put a video out this morning. The link is in that video. So if you just go to my last video, you'll see the link. Everybody has a story to tell with Toddy One Skip. I also have a playlist here of the Whitakers on this channel as well. But the more recent stuff is on the other channel. Anyway, I'm sorry. What was I forgot where I was at. I'm sorry. Because I'm looking at stuff. That's terrible. I just think that Gypsy, I think she really thought that Mike or somebody could help her get to these places that, the countries won't let her go to because of bad behavior, and there's nothing she could do about that. Oh, the thing was about the celebrityism. That's what it was. Thank you, my head. Uh she doesn't really have celebrityism, and I'll tell you why. Because when you see videos of her where she's out shopping at like maybe Target or Walmart or things like that, you don't see people around her in awe. You see people who have taken pictures of her, right? And posted them to make fun of her. So that's not a celebrity thing. She's a public figure because she's on social media, period. That's what I found out when it comes to the police department and all of that. Because when I went to make a complaint about something, their first thing was, "You're a public figure," and I said, "Fuck that. I'm a person, and this is my complaint, and I need you to write it down because I need a case number because I need to bring it to the FBI, CIA to go ahead with this stuff online. So please take the time to do that." And, unfortunately, that's what you have to do sometimes. But in her mind, I think people are just curious. Half of the people, if not more, are watching her, waiting for the train to come off the tracks. Going down the crazy, right? Going down the rails. How do you sing that song? Coming off the rails on a crazy train. Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, guys, just want to hear it. Do you think she had help on the ninth? I think there was no other evidence of DNA inside that house. That's what Becca Scoop said. And she said that, I know that she said that on my channel on the argument with Toddy One Skip. You see how I'm plugging my channels here? I'm not an idiot. Um, but Becca Scoops talked about that because she's seen the autopsy report, and her husband, Mitch, who's a former detective, right? A retired detective, homicide detective. He's seen the report. They've talked about it. I asked her about that autopsy report. I asked her about the punching. She has her theory about why Gypsy's hands were like that. The knuckles were like that. That's on the argument with Toddy One Skip, guys. You could check that out. That link too is on my last video in the descriptions. The argument with Toddy One Skip, where Becca Scoops and I discuss for an hour Gypsy Rose. It's just her and me discussing it. You could check that out. Um, Shorty Pie says, "Hi, Rebecca." So, was there another question? Do you think she had, okay, I answered that. Do you think she had help? I don't know. I don't think she had help because there was no DNA. I think she did it on her own. And I think she fucking enjoyed it. And, God forgive me for this, but I mean, she could have made herself feel good, if you guys know, with a banana or a toothbrush at the same time. That wouldn't surprise me because that's how demented she is. I don't mean to put that picture in your face, but that's really what I feel about Gypsy Rose. The justice system is horrible. I'm going to do a video today, guys. I'd love your support. I'm doing a video today about what's going on cruise ships. Like, besides what happened with Amy Bradley, now there's the 18-year-old who was found dead, and the stepbrothers being accused of it, or the suspect of it. And then there's two other incidences that happened on cruise ships. Like, I don't know what people think. They can just go into international waters and create crimes, and that's it. And, but look at that too. I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard because that person that committed the crime sometimes could be off in another country. It's so much. And we just fail, fail. I believe she was. I believe she was. I agree. Thank you for that. Excuse me. There's a few people that think that. Is she awake this early? She'd have to come on. Gypsy be awake this early? The medical examiner coroner was working with the prosecution and the family should sue them. So you think that the autopsy was wrong? You think that I'm willing to believe that, Janae. I believe that she was. Okay. Um all right. I want to make a video, but I can't for the life of me figure out how to do it. It's very easy to make a video. I mean, just check it out on YouTube. Easy peasy, I'm telling you. Just check it out on YouTube. People get longer sentences for weed still in this country. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Um. Oh, she is awake. I can't believe Morbid went live last night. He was greatly missed. Yes. And what did he say? That he was going to come back in January? That's what you guys, I mean, a lot of you have sent me messages about that. And, yeah, yeah. It'll be nice for him to come back. He reinvents himself. I hope that I am invited to see that firsthand. My partner is a forensic pathologist. He unofficially agrees the autopsy is not correct. That's a whole other video, my friend. Can you hit me up at toddy1skip@gmail.com, please? And can you go into it just a little bit more? That'd be great. Let's see. Can't wait for the real full story to come out. I don't know when that will be. Yeah, not only do I miss Morbid, man, I miss the nobodies that used to be there, part of it too, you know? Getting a lot of love. I hope you guys showed this love to him. Carissa, I know, and I was thinking about you, man. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about you. He can't speak on record as he's. No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you to just I don't want to forget about that theory. That's why I'm asking you if you could just email me at toddy1skip@gmail.com. You don't have to give me any information about it or anything, but just exactly what you wrote. Copy and paste if you would, just so I don't forget, because it's something I would like to check into. I don't want to get up again, but I guess I can. I mean, I don't know. How long have we been? I don't even know. Morbid is a Gen X community. So, yep, he is. He is. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I am getting ready to go though, guys. I should be taking care of my dogs and all that good stuff. And I do have some stuff to do today, but I am going to put a video out. I don't know which channel it's going to go out on. Um, but when I do put a video out on somebody's channel, I mean on one of my channels, just so you know, um, I post it on my posts for all my channels. So almost an hour. Yeah, I see that now. It came up. It said something different. It was weird. Yeah, almost. It's 52 minutes. It said something else for a second there. I didn't know what it was. Yeah, thank you. You too, Janae. And guys, don't forget. Thanksgiving at my house. Thanksgiving over at Everybody Has a Story to Tell with Toddy One Skip. Those of you that don't have anywhere to go or don't want to go anywhere else and just want to chill with some family here, it'll be an open panel. Um, okay, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Um, you're welcome to spend Thanksgiving with us. It's called Friendsgiving. We did it last year. It was nice. And all I ask is that you bring your own food, clean up after yourselves, and just everybody should be in the best mood they could possibly be. Not all day, but I'll be there for an hour or two on Thanksgiving, at least till 3. Okay, guys, I appreciate you so much. I really do. I thank you so much. Uh, oh, great. Oh, okay, great. Absolutely. And I'm going to show pictures of my food. So those that want to come on and want to show their dishes and say what they're thankful for, that would be so much fun. So I'm going to show my favorite Thanksgiving. My mom hates my favorite Thanksgiving, but I mean, I love it. So it's pressed turkey, really not pressed turkey, but it's processed obviously because I like the sliced turkey that you get at the deli. And you put it on mashed potatoes with gravy and sweet green peas, and that's my Thanksgiving. And sometimes I add some corn to it. And that's my thing. That's my favorite Thanksgiving. And sometimes I'll put a piece of white bread underneath it. So when I cut it, I get it all. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. And that'll be great. So, but guys, you have to subscribe to that channel to partake in the chat. Otherwise, you just got to watch from a distance. And yeah, that's because, of trolls. I apologize, but that's the case. Those of you that have been part of this channel that want to go over there and can't get in, give me a shout out at my email, toddy1skip@gmail.com. I don't like pumpkin pie at all. But anyway, okay, I've never had Bob Evans uh turkey dinner, but we could talk about that on Thanksgiving. Okay. So guys, listen, thank you so much for being part of today. I know it was a surprise pop-up, but I was going to talk about Gypsy's her world closing in, and it is absolutely because the borders of the United States have shut her down. I don't think Mexico would let her in. So, you know, we're kind of stuck with her, and that's pissing her off. But even the walls are going to get closer, closer, closer. Watch, you'll see. Anyway, guys, and then you'll see exactly what you were talking about, like in Scotland, that she wouldn't be able to show her face. You're going to see that when the larger content creators, because in the world, a lot of people, like I said, don't know Gypsy Rose. When the massive content creators with the millions of subscribers see the stories that these content creators are coming out with, and then mainstream media is going to catch on. Gypsy's world is going to get so small, and that's what we want for her. If they're not going to put her back in prison, the content creators are going to help make that world small again, because what she did was wrong, and the way she's still going about it is wrong. She's despicable, she's gruesome, she's gross, she's diabolical, and she's dangerous. And that's Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Guys, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Ryan Anderson, hit me up and I'll help you get a job doing that, man. I'll help you, but this shit you got to stop, or you got to write a book, or you got to just spill the tea of what you know, because at this point, I don't think you know anymore. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Have a good weekend.